Welcome back. I'm on my way home from my jazzercise class. I stopped to grab a pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks so I can get ready to plan when I get home. This week, I'm going to be setting up my September layouts, my dashboard, my calendar, and planning for my first week of September. This is my birthday month, so I'm super excited, and fall is my favorite season. So I have been thinking a lot about getting my house decorated and ready to go. So let's get started. I really am not a big decorator on my monthly calendar spreads, so I am mainly just going to be using pen for this. So I'm going to start by writing in some of the things that I have going on this month. There are 2 days where I don't have school. Obviously, Labor Day is a holiday in the United States, so we won't have school on September 1st. And then I also have a teacher collaboration day on the 22nd. So we won't be having school that day either. So we will be having meetings and things instead of our regular classes. Also, my daughter's gymnastics team practice schedule changed. She was practicing for the summer on Tuesdays and Fridays, but they have shifted schedules for the fall. And so her assigned days are on Wednesdays and Fridays. So I've kind of shifted around my schedule to match hers. So every Wednesday, my husband drives her to gymnastics. And so I kind of hang around work a little bit later and then go and work out at Jazzercise, which is right across the street from where she does gymnastics. So that way I get my workout in. And then since I also do some childcare for a discount on my membership, at Jazzercise, I was able to shift my Jazzercise sitter shift to Wednesday nights so that I don't have to do it on the weekend. And so I'm pretty excited about this. I have been babysitting at Jazzercise on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock for, I believe, 5 years. So, every Saturday, with the exception of a few where I was sick here and there, or we were traveling, but every Saturday, pretty much for 5 years, I've been getting up early and going to jazzercise and, babysitting and working out. So it's just nice to have a little change and have a little break from that routine. So I can get my workouts in during the week and I can go on Saturday and attend class if I want, but I don't have to be there for a couple hours. In this way, while I already have to be nearby waiting for my daughter during practice, I can use some of my time then to fulfill that obligation and still get the discount on my membership. So I'm just writing in every Wednesday and Friday her gymnastics practice schedule and then my jazzercise sitter shift. And I will fill in what class choices I decide to actually take myself at jazzercise later. Now, I am not a big sports fan, but my husband loves Mizzou football. And so this Saturday, I am tailgating with him. And then I have a hair appointment immediately following. So, uh, that should be fun to spend some time with our family. And then I can head out before the game starts and get my hair done. Here I am going to use a few stickers for my birthday and my sister's birthday on this spread just to decorate it and make it look a little cuter. My birthday is on September 18th, so it'll be a work day, but I'm sure it will still be a good day. And I usually have a lot of fun with the kids on my birthday at school. We do something fun, like every time we have a child's birthday, we do a little celebration. We have a celebration box, and the kids can choose something fun to wear. So I have birthday crowns and pins and necklaces, even special glasses and things like that they can choose to wear for the day. So usually when it's my birthday, I choose to wear some of those things too, and it just makes it a little fun and special. My stepmom's birthday is also this month, so I'm putting that on the calendar, making sure that my sisters and I can plan a gift for her. Moving on to the dashboard for this month, I am going to kind of use the same layout that I used for last month. So, writing in my priorities for this month in the top box here to the left. And I'm still sticking to some of the same kind of priorities for this month since I'm just still getting back into the swing of things as a teacher and going back to work for the school year. I'm really focusing on working on those routines, getting back into my school routine, prioritizing rest for this month. The beginning of the school year is exhausting as a teacher. And I think, especially as a teacher of very young children who haven't been to school before, it's just a lot. It's a lot to teach all the kinds of school expectations, teaching kids how to get along with one another, and, of course, I always want to prioritize spending time with my family. And then we also have a garage sale coming up right at the beginning of October. So, all this month, I plan on working on getting things ready for that. I really don't think that we're going to have a ton of stuff to add to the sale. We'll be doing it with my sister in law and mother in law and their families so that we can all, do the sale together. So that will be good. We'll have plenty of stuff, I'm sure. But personally, I don't think we have a whole lot from our own house because I've been working so much the last couple years on decluttering our house and getting rid of a lot of the stuff that we don't need. So we had a huge garage sale before we moved to our current home from our last home, which was much larger. And I got rid of a lot of our stuff then. And even since then, after the garage sale, I've made a lot of trips to just donate other things in our house because we've moved to a smaller house. And while it is set up in a way that has a lot of great space and storage, I just don't want to keep around a lot of extra things that we don't need. I want to prioritize room for the things that we do need. So, I will be working this month to pull out more stuff that we can sell. And hopefully, we'll be having a great garage sale. I mean, get a little money for some of those things. So, I usually have a lot of fun doing garage sales with my mother in law and sister in law. We have done many together over the years. So, it's something that I'm looking forward to. On this side, you can see that I am writing in my goal check in information. So I use this part of the spread at the end of the month and write down any progress towards my goals for this year. I have the goals divided into different categories like personal goals, health goals, things like that. So I like to track my progress for each month. And then at the end of the month, I write in what I have accomplished towards each goal. Or if I didn't get anything done toward that goal, then I can write that down too. And that just kind of helps me keep on track for the year. I am more than halfway through, obviously, for this year. And it it's really motivating to see the progress that I've made. And I also realize too that some of these goals I didn't actually make a priority for this year. So I have to decide, if I'm going to continue them or if I just want to reevaluate and try something different. What about you? Do you like to set goals for yourself and track your progress through the year? Or do you find that that gets a little tedious or disheartening for you? I know people can kind of go both ways. Several people in my life, actually, most of the people that I can think of, don't like setting goals or don't set yearly goals like I do. So I know that not everybody enjoys doing that. For this week, I thought that it would be fun to just use some of my Erin Condren stickers for this spread instead of using a sticker kit. I've been using a lot of sticker kits lately and I really love how they look. They're super cute, but a lot of them are kind of the same. The spreads end up looking very similar. So I thought I would challenge myself a little and do something a little different for this week and just put together a really simple spread using some of these stickers. I'm pulling some stickers out of the hexagon sticker book from this year, and I'm pulling a few out of an older sticker book, one of the floral, I think from the Bold Blooms sticker book. Um, I had really loved a lot of the floral layouts in these last few years, so I have a lot of those stickers and things as well. I'm kind of sticking to more purpley colors since September does have the purple color for the colorful layout in this month. This box right here was the perfect size to fit up here where the priorities box is. So I'm just, like I told you before, sticking to my routines and my rest as priorities for this month and this week. And I'm sticking to a lot of my same habits that I've been working on just continuously. So keeping my house clean, like I said, decluttering, as I'm prepping for that garage sale. And I just like to mark down, that I'm making my bed, doing my dishes. I'm attending jazzercise, trying to get to my 150 classes for the year. And then I did put down watering my plants. I have been really good this summer about like watering my flowers and stuff up in the front flower beds of my house. And they have been thriving and doing really well. And I have found that in the last few weeks, as I've gone back to work, that I have not been as consistent about watering. So I would like to keep them alive as long as I can before it starts to freeze and they die off for the winter. I have a lot of things that I'm trying to keep in mind for this week, getting some stuff done for my daughter for school and for gymnastics, and then some things that I'd like to get done for work and prepping for our Disney vacation that's coming up in November. It's getting to the point where we get to start making our dining reservations and things like that. So it's been a lot of fun looking and considering where we want to eat this time. We have been to Disney um, 3 other times in, the last, I guess, 7 years or so. So, we're fairly familiar with a lot of the restaurants and things there, but there's always different places that we want to go to. So, we have a list of things and we're trying to prioritize what we really want to do on this trip. It will be a shorter trip for us than we have done in the past. And so, anyway, I'm excited about that. It's really not like a super busy week since I'm really trying to keep things simple right now. Since we have gymnastics 2 evenings out of the week, I just, want to take it easy and not try to plan a whole bunch of other extra things. So, since Monday there is no school, I can do jazzercise earlier in the day and then get in my other classes during gymnastics later in the week. So I always have a goal of trying to get 3 workouts in for the week. And then I can kind of spread out my cleaning and other tasks on the evenings that I'm home. And my husband has been really great about helping with meal prep and cooking on the days, especially that he works from home and that my daughter has gymnastics, because, by the time I get home at 7 o'clock, it's hard to cook something. But we're also trying not to eat out as much and eat more food from home. So he has been really great about making up some meals and stuff for us. So, I've been handling ordering the groceries, and I do part of the cooking, but it's been awesome to have him help out more with that because I really dislike cooking. I have never liked cooking. I don't know if you do, but meal planning and cooking is just a little stressful to me. I don't enjoy it. And I feel like I kind of get stuck in a rut of planning the same things over and over. I will say that I've been really proud of myself as I've gone back to work, and I really have so far. It's only been 3 weeks into the school year, so about 4 weeks that I've been working now. But I've kept up, my routines as far as cleaning and stuff for the most part, making sure all of our laundry and everything like that is done. So, that's all I can, hope for at this time of year where it's really tiring. Also, all three of our dogs ended up getting kennel cough when they had a recent grooming appointment. So that really stunk. I had to take all of them to the vet and squeeze that in with all the craziness of the beginning of the school year and get them all medications and things like that. So, that was a little crazy. I've never had any of my dogs get that before. So it was kind of horrifying hearing that awful cough. And I thought something was really wrong when the first dog came down with it. I thought she was choking or something like that. So, anyway, I'm glad it was just something that was easily fixed. It was just kennel cough. And we figured that they got it from the groomer because that's the only place that they really have gone recently. So I don't know how else they could have gotten sick, but they're all doing well and on the mend now with their antibiotics and their doggy cough medicine. So I thought it would be nice to add a little decorative decorative elements, to this spread. So I love these flowers that were part of these sticker books from the Bold Blooms design, and I just thought they were so pretty. And so I've used several of them, but I did have a few left, and they happen to go really well with the purple for September. So thought I would throw a few in here and there. And when I lay them down, if they kind of hang off the edge of the page, then I like to cut them. And if I can use the piece that's left over, then I can, stick it on a different part of my spread. And I think that gives it, a nice look. I really hope that all of you are doing well. Please stay tuned as there's some exciting things coming up from Erin Condren. I apologize that, I haven't been having as many videos and stuff recently, but like I said, getting back into school and that routine has been my priority here recently. So I'm hoping that I can continue making videos as the school year progresses. As always, feel free to use my affiliate link, and I appreciate your support.